What's up, guys, and welcome back for another Star Citizen video. I'm gonna be doing an update coverage on the Vulture. I covered this ship when it first came out, when salvaging kind of all came out, and I love salvaging. But my biggest gripe back then was you would salvage, fill up one SCU, then you have to get out of the chair, go down to the lower deck into the cargo hold, eject that container, tractor beam it onto the grid, and kind of repeat and do that like 12 times to fill up the grid. I am currently on the experimental PTU right now, where I will be showing the changes coming to salvaging for the Vulture in 3.22, and a lot of these changes are exactly what I wanted to happen for salvaging to really kind of take off. So I've already done a video going over kind of the basic tour and everything for the Vulture, but right now we're going to go over some of the changes here. So one of the big changes is going to be the internal storage that was added to this ship. 13 SCU. You'll be able to basically stack up all of the salvage, fill your ship up completely, and then there's also a auto eject feature on here as well. So what will happen is I've had the auto eject on right now, so when we go and we start salvaging, we will, once we get one SCU, then it'll auto eject that first canister, and then we can essentially go there and salvage another 12 SCU. Then we can actually come down here with our tractor beam and start loading the grid, and it'll just keep popping those out, right, making it a lot more efficient in terms of just getting stuff done. And then we'll take all that salvage, we'll fill up basically in this video, and we'll take all that salvage to the and sell it, so we can kind of see what the value is. Value might be a little different for being on the PU. I know a lot of the ships are a lot more expensive here. I don't know if that's going to be an actual change for the PU, but or if it's just for testing purposes. They kind of increase the price on everything. For instance, like the Mole is like 14 million, and the Prospector and the Vulture, they're both at like 3 million or so. But when we're going to go ahead and kind of get into this, there's also some other changes too, where we have a tractor beam on this ship as well that allows us to move pieces around. There's also a fracture mode, so if you hold down left alt and W, it turns on the disintegrator, so it'll allow us to do some stuff, some pretty cool stuff. Kind of walk through the process of the salvaging, talk about the things that have kind of changed here. So I'm going to try to let you know kind of like the key bindings and stuff as I go through this. So we're going to hit M. We're going to go into just regular salvage mode. We have the clutch scrapper module selected right now, and we need to kind of get in a good area here. Make sure that we have a good surface going on here. We want to stay kind of at a distance so we don't send this thing into a spin. Hold down left alt and scroll wheel. We can kind of increase these the radius here. I usually try to bring them close enough where they're not overlapping, but they're like right next to each other. Now, with the new structure salvaging that's with this patch with 3.2.2 or 3.22, you're able to fracture these ships and then salvage those parts. But CIG also recommends that you still surface scrap these things to get the most out of everything. So as you can see, we're just gonna kind of like go through here and kind of grab pretty much everything that we can. That way, and we also have auto eject turned on, so we can kind of just kind of rotate through this and just kind of get as much as we can off of it and try to fill up as much as we can. I already have 3 crates in the back, just from kind of making sure that the salvage was working on this PTU. And we clipped it. Depth perception is really a thing here, and actually this is a really good opportunity to use the tractor beam actually. So let's go and turn off salvage. We're going to hold down left alt and A, and then we're going to right click, and that's going to get our ready grip tractor module going. And let's go and grab this. There we go. We can kind of bring this in and out. So we're going to kind of control it. We can control the spin here. Let's go ahead and get it kind of settled right there. Let's go back to the scrapper. Get that turned back on. And that tractor beam allowed us to stop that spin, which is very crucial. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the fracturing. So we're going to break this thing apart. So we can go and turn these off. And we'll hold down left Alt and hit W. And we're going to go into fracture mode here. Actually, I got to get my there we go. So we're in fracture mode. You can see we're going to get pretty close where it's green, and then we're going to hit the left mouse button. It's going to fracture. We just got to hang out here and kind of wait. And this is what's going to break the ship apart, and then we can use the tractor beam to kind of like move stuff around, but we have plenty of space. All right. Now we can hit right click and we can select the disintegration. So let's go ahead and disintegrate that one. It's going to disintegrate everything in the cone in front of us. So we're at 1.3 right now, so 1.4. It's a little quicker doing it this way. We're taking the structure essentially. As you can see, it's kind of disintegrating it pretty slowly. This is a pretty big piece, so it's almost done. You see a little like reticle or a little progress bar. There we go. And that got us up to 4. One thing I wanted to kind of note as well with the new structure salvaging, those construction parts are going to be different. If you've been doing salvage since the Vulture came out and the Reclaimer and stuff like that, the recycled parts that you're used to getting, they're going to be the same, but the construction parts are a new product, which is why I want to kind of cover potentially what those are worth. So I want to create more construction materials because that's kind of the new commodity there. This is so much better than the first iteration of salvaging. Salvaging has really come a long way in terms of gameplay. The only real question now is I answered the whole like credits per hour kind of question in my first Vulture video. So really it's going to be about, does this new structure salvaging, is that good? So we have all of those out. So we're going to go back up here and we're going to finish. We're going to just fill up the whole thing, because what we could do is when we get to Area 18 is we could sell the lot that's in here, go back to our hangar, get our ship back out, and run the whole process again. And it's very intentional. They said that the 13 SCU for the internal storage and only having a 12 SCU grid is intentional, just so that, you know, you can make sure you can get everything. We're going to waste about 19% or so, it says. I'm assuming that's what that percentage means. Some of the stuff I'm going to have to, yeah, see a targeted field exceeds available space for the depot, which is fine. We're going to immediately go to Area 18 once this gets done. And I like having ways like this to make credits, just so I can, you know, purchase ships in game and everything. There we go. So that is it for that. We're going to go ahead and set course for Area 18, get over to the TTD, and then we'll look at the value here and kind of close off this video. All right, so here we are in Area 18. You can actually sell the construction materials at the admin shops or the commodity shop. So I'm over here in the IO North Tower lobby, and here you go. Right now, and obviously this might change on PU, but right now it's about 6,000 per unit. So for 1166K. And also on this this experimental test server, the recycled are selling for about 14K per. So go ahead and sell this one, or these 11, because I had basically some in the grid and then some on the ground. That's why they're kind of a split stack there. So we go in here. This will be another 12K right there. So it's actually not bad. That's actually probably faster. That was probably faster than just doing like prospect mining for the most part. So it was pretty decent. I'm actually really enjoying the new changes, so the new updates here. So just to give you guys kind of an idea of where I sold these are. You don't have to. You could probably sell my commodities in the refinery as well. So there's the TDD in Area 18. So if you just go over here to the IO North Tower, all the way up the stairs, and then there is the admin terminals or the commodity sales terminals. So once this is live, you should be able to offload those as well. What's nice too is we also have a full Vulture as well, that we can go back to Riker Memorial Space Station, get in the hangar, and spit out another 12 to go in here. Just for reference, if you fill up the grid and also you fill up the internal storage, you're going to look at about, it'll take you about 30 minutes to go do the contract. And when you sell everything and all that, it's going to be about 150,000 credits. So that's actually really, really good and not hard to do at all. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.